Hello, Keith here from Action. I've got Cristian
Hi,
Saavedra Desmoineaux.
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 You pronounce it really well.
Yeah.
Thank you for the invitation.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad that you're here. You're just off of the airplane from Florida,
Yes, I'm coming from Orlando right now.
from Orlando, giving 6 sessions here at the conference. So we've got a true visionary, a truly active visionary in the Tableau community, and just really glad that you've come to join me for a chat.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, we were kind of chatting on the community Slack about our Tableau vises, and you called to attention one that I did back in 2016.
That I love it, by the way. It's not about old.
I love it too. It's beautiful.
It's really good.
One thing I wanted to clarify is I can't take full credit for that. I had help from Ronald Sujithan, who wrote the Python code to scrape the Twitter API. I had help from Cristian DeMartini, who was Tableau Zen Master at the time. Joe Mako helped to figure out the dimensionality, so it was truly a team project. But now you've got something similar, and that's really one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you in particular, because you've got this dev angle on the Tableau platform, and so the YouTube video that I watched of your network viz is you used the VDS to get the data out from a Tableau published data source.
Correct.
And then some other kind of process in order to work with that data. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes. First, that is a video that was the last year for the last conference in 2025. I create a demo where basically what I did is create a visualization that is 3D. Then I combine many technologies. And at that time, I was working in a project that is called LangChain. And then I want to explode what I can do with LangChain. Then one of the problems that I want to do is more like solve complex data. And it's one of the complex data to show and visualize is network.
The network graph, yeah.
And I know because I worked 13 years in telecom. In telecom, we have, the place where I was is 50 million people.
Oh, those network graphs must be very common in telecom.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the reason, not the graph of telecom, is the problem around how to segment people to choose the correct package or to give the best bandwidth. And because at the end is covering kind of a supply chain with people.
Right.
And because you have 50 million people, then you need to be very careful.
You need to optimize who gets which bandwidth at which point in time.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a perfect example of just how, and it's a great lead-in to how the landscape of analytics is changing these days, right? Because easy to agree that gone are the days where we're just making bar charts and publishing to Tableau server.
Yeah.
Right, there was a huge euphoria back when I did my network graph in 2016, just around the fact that the analyst had direct access to the data, the analyst was empowered, the fad of data visualization, I would say, has come and gone, and now we're in this much more networked interdependence between technologies, where Tableau itself is just one technology among LangChain, among MCP, among the foundation models, among all of the APIs and the code and everything else that's available to a modern analyst. Where do you see the place for Tableau today as a product for the developer, for the analyst, for the enterprise?
Yeah, well, let me talk before what you were saying before. Tableau is not one technology. Tableau is many technologies. You can consider more like a one platform that is a little different. What I say, because, for example, in data dev, and I am a data dev, basically my strong part is data dev. I have 5 years as a data dev ambassador, and now 2 as a visionary. Data dev, you have a broad options in that everybody call it REST APIs to everything, but they are not. Basically, they call it in that way because it's difficult to send the message of what it is. But at the end, is many different technologies. For example, you have a technology to handle files, hyperfiles, or you have a technology to connect with the servers with REST APIs. And Tableau, basically, as I saw, is more like a platform that allow many technologies to work. Then coming back to your question about, okay, how is positioning Tableau versus other technologies. Because at the end you have other type of technology, for example, databases, and it's begin to grow into different type of databases, right? And you have another one that is around what happened with big data, that is performance at the end. As I saw Tableau, Tableau has a really important piece, and the reason is because in data warehouse, basically everybody want to create the perfect data, but the real data is in the business. The real data is who executes something with this data. And in the middle of that is Tableau. Because you can have, for example, a Snowflake database where all the table is curated, and the people who created, architects or person that is in the data area, whatever that is the name of the data area, basically they don't know that which one is the correct region for something. But you, as a business person, know that something is good or something is wrong. And if you put in the middle Tableau, Tableau is the last mile of the data. In that way,
it's where they make contact.
Yes.
Okay, so to bring it home, Tableau is not one technology. It's not just this dashboarding thing. And I think it's kind of common to try to beat up on Tableau these days, to say that maybe their time has passed. But what you're saying is that it's a plethora of technologies,
Yes.
an abundance of technologies. And in actual fact, the landscape of our industry has been constantly changing, with new technologies coming to the fore. Now there's different kinds of databases, there's different kinds of storage mechanisms, there's different kinds of models, there's different kinds of algorithms. And so is it correct to say that Tableau still has a stronghold in many places? There's no tool that does what it does quite like it. You, as a data dev working with Tableau, have always been articulating multiple different technologies. And the analyst of today and tomorrow is actually just doing that, some of which will be Tableau and some of them will be something else, like a Claude Code or a Copilot.
Yes. About that topic, Tableau, everybody knows Tableau because of the dashboards. But if you go to the origins, like the initial version of Tableau, doesn't have a model for make dashboards. The real dashboard come after. Then everybody knows Tableau as a dashboard, right?
Okay.
But the real power of Tableau is more about to exploring data that you don't know.
The exploration.
It's about,
That's really where it all started. Yep.
and it's about more like how to organize this data, and I can take it and make decisions. The dashboard is only the ending, and because it's the ending, is basically everybody knows Tableau because of the dashboard. Now, I am talking about the initial versions, right? But in the middle, Tableau was adapting to the change of technologies. Then, because this adaptation is more right now open to adapt to new changes, for example, AI, because I can easily create a Tableau MCP server that connect to the by BSQL data services to the published data source, and also use another process that is updating the REST APIs in live and create a full circle of things. And I'm not saying anything about the look and feel of the dashboard yet.
It doesn't have anything to do with rounded corners.
Not yet.
Or
That is my
formatting
point.
Or
That is
dashboarding. Right.
not yet.
Right.
Because at the end it's strong and it's important. I'm not saying that it's not. But I'm saying is that it's another piece that nobody see it.
Right. It's a completely different layer.
But this layer is still command. Hyper is one of the more advanced internal database because it's really fast.
Yeah. Extremely fast.
I tested and I put gigabytes of data there and it's compressed. I mean, this gigabyte is more than gigabytes. And I didn't find how to break it yet.
Yeah.
And it's only Hyper. The VDS, Hyper, the REST APIs, the all these background of now I can interconnect with something else using JavaScript with all the other APIs is really strong. And with this strong, it's more easy to connect with what is going to happen now with AI. that you are seeing only the chat box is one thing.
Yeah, it's one narrow facet of interacting
Only
with
one
AI.
thing. And that is exactly what I tried to explain in the last year with the coming back to the original question with the network 3D environment. In my demo, what I did is not only create a chatbot that answers questions, it's interconnect the chatbot with what you are seeing. Then this right now is still, no, the chatbot told me something and I stay in the chatbot. Or I have my environment and this environment doesn't work with the chatbot. Then it's a missing feeling of interconnection that if I do something here, I want to return there. If I do something here, I want to return there.
Yeah.
And Tableau has the tools to do it. And that is exactly when added the agent Tableau or concierge that was called in some time, concierge, basically was really quick to do it because have already the tools to do it.
This is one of the things that as the sense makers we've been hypothesizing what is the role of Tableau, and it seems like the strength of as Tableau being a platform, it serves something of a fascial tissue in order to provide the structure upon which all of this integration, this cross-tool integration can happen. Something that Jonathan and I were speaking about earlier today was just the value of the object model and the invention of the Tableau relationships that let us relate multiple logical tables together and have that logical relationship between tables and the SQL authoring that happens based on that. And just the foundation which that particular technology itself provides, because if we were to say, okay, never mind Tableau, I'm just going to run my AI model directly on Snowflake, or I'm just going to build my dashboard directly on the data warehouse, I would need to instantiate a separate version of every possible join condition.
And it's not only that. If you decide to say, okay, remove Tableau, okay, you will have two problems.
Okay.
The first one is that if connect directly to Snowflake, you have an issue of the cache. Every time that you do a query, it's going to go to the Snowflake.
Compute
and
cost.
then it's going to put a bill.
It's going to bankrupt you. Yeah.
Because basically, that is why Tableau has hyper.
That's right.
It's like a create. If you already know it, if it's already defined, it's not need to be refreshed, or at least during the window that you are seeing.
During that window.
Assuming that you have something that is changing monthly to give you easy.
Yeah.
Then why every time that anyone see it, you
Would
need to throw a query
to it? Right. Why would
then
I do that?
immediately, only with that, you are lost in a big future that is have a cache.
Right.
And the second point is the point that I was telling you, is about, okay, if you connect again to Snowflake directly, you are going to return 30 or 40 years ago when the decision was making by IT. Why? Because if IT decide that one user is categorized in one region, because in my case in telecom is BTS, that is antennas, and this antenna is located in one place, but physically was wrong and was not there or was not updated, and the people know it, that this antenna was moved like 3 months ago to another place, and it's still, if you query, is there. But the people of the business know it and can change it on the fly because they have the capability to, okay, give me this data, but this data is something that is not fully well. I modify it and I have the last mile. And this last mile is really what you are interested, because with this you can take the decisions. Then I give you only 2 examples. If you remove Tableau in the middle, you lost the last mile, and you need to return to whatever that IT say. And the second one is performance, because everybody is going to ask queries to there, and the performance is really good with the software, but it's coming with a bill.
It comes with a price tag. Yep.
Then, with that, I think that as I see, Tableau has a strong position. The only thing is that it's not the, how you say it, the popular position. Everybody sees Tableau as a dashboard, and I say, why?
Right.
Tableau begin from
dashboarding is just the one thing.
Yes.
Right. And it is a core strength. Dashboarding and visualization is a core strength of Tableau, but what you're saying is that beneath it, there's so much more.
Yes.
Okay, so what about the role of the analyst? We're tinkering around with this idea of the future of an analyst is something of an agent operator. Somebody who is skilled at the terminal, who can manage multiple agents at a time, and is able to, say for example, walk into any business domain, assign his agent to understand the business domain, assign a different agent to structure the data, assign a different agent to analyze the data, and doing all of this, say, from an OpenClaw type model from a terminal.
I have a completely different opinion
Tell
about
me.
that.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I'm seeing is this. In the past, you have people that is specialized. You have, I know about how to use Tableau. Or I know about business, but I cannot do a query. I don't, SQL for me is scary.
There's a division of labor there.
Yes.
Where some people focused on learning the business, other people focused on learning the tech.
Yes. Now, my way to think right now is, and I grow in the different world. I grow in a world that is more like I need to know anything. I need to know about queries. I need to know about SQL. I need to about how to Tableau can do this. But a part of that, I need to know how your mind thinks in business, how you take decisions, right? Then what I'm thinking that is going to happen is basically what happened to me 30 years ago. That in the future, the people is going to be more broader.
Generalist, right.
Generalists.
The boundaries between those specializations, the entry level to crossing those boundaries, the threshold is reducing.
Yes. Then maybe they change the naming. Maybe it's not analyst anymore. For me, analyst, the definition of analyst is basically who analyze. For me, the name is, I think that is not going to change. But the tools, skills, and knowledge is going to change.
Yeah.
Because right now it's not about the agents or the AI working. Agents and AI is only accelerators. Technology by definition is something that accelerates. That is exactly that is going to happen with AI agents. That basically is going to do faster tasks that in the past take more time to do. But that doesn't mean that you need to know how to basically, you need to do the inputs to the agent to then you can do the work that you expect to do.
Right.
Now,
this concept of alignment between the agent and the operator, we call it an effective shared reality. It's easy to outsource intelligence to the computer, but it's not necessarily that straightforward to ensure that the computer understands what it needs to be working on.
in that way, the analyst is not going to disappear.
Right.
It's going to have more tools to do things that it right now is not doing because cannot. It's simple as that. I mean, imagine that you give all this power to a person that want to take decisions. Where I open a store, where I can control this budget, which one is the best option that I have. That is not going to happen what the people is happening, and it's only because the trending that you basically ask to the chat box and response and give you ideas. It's only because it's a new trending. But trust me, in a couple of years, you come back and say, no, I need the people who think using these new tools to do it faster. I still think that Tableau has a really strong power to be present there because the internal technology that it's using. And the key is last mile, and the key is high performance. Both of them internally, they have really cool things developed, done already by years.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you for joining me, Cristian. It's been a great conversation. Really appreciate it.
Well,
and
thank you for inviting me.
I hope you'll get enough sleep on your journey through 6 presentations and sessions at this year's conference. And we'll see you later.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
It's time for action.
It's time for